Hi there, I'm Tracy Anderson Askew from Transform Parenting. Today I thought I'd talk about women finding their voice in labour. And this happens long before the day of the labour. I'll just go back to a memory that I have when I was birthing my fourth son. I have this distinct memory of looking at my husband with desperate eyes, pleading with him to read my mind. I wanted him to get a towel for the floor, a hot pack for my raging bum, some water, to call the midwife, not tell her that she has time to have a shower, wake up the kids and be ready to catch this baby because it's coming now. And I've often wondered why and how partners are not gifted with the gene of being able to read their women's minds, because it would save a lot of marital chaos and it would certainly help in labour. Now, these are funny memories now, but at the time I couldn't convey what I wanted, even though I teach this stuff. So it's a powerful reminder of how vulnerable women are in labour, because the rational brain takes a holiday only to be left with the more primal instinctive brain, which isn't big on words. So finding your voice in labour starts well before the labour day. It requires you to engage with your health professionals in a way that suggests you would like to be a part of the decision-making process. Health professionals are great and they know stuff that you don't, but you need to appreciate that they work under a lot of different forces that will influence their decision-making. And when people walk in and hand over the power, decisions can get made on your behalf that are not always about you or even in your best interest. Hospitals are busy places, and the logistics of handling many women in labour at the same time can be incredibly difficult and hard to manage. And so many of the decisions being made will be based on hospital policy, and these policies may or may not be relevant to your individual circumstances. Often these policies are developed through evidence and research, and remaining current on research is very difficult because new research is coming out all the time. And these policies are really about helping us to understand trends in managing risk factors. Okay? Treating all women with, say, gestational diabetes or advanced maternal age or IVF conceptions the same way is not overly accurate at assessing risk if you don't look at the woman and her pregnancy as a whole. And so communication between both parties is the key to making good decisions based on your own unique situation. Okay? So this requires you to get educated and ask questions. And it's also important that you can identify the difference between a choice and a medical necessity. So here are some good questions to start. Any time you're being offered some type of procedure or management of your pregnancy and the birth, it's always important to ask, what are the risks and what are the benefits? And then ask the question, what are the alternatives? There might be other options. What else might we need if we do this? What would happen if we waited? And what would happen if we didn't do the procedure? So getting educated and understanding the birth process will help you to make better decisions and get clear on what's important to you. I also encourage my families to create a birth map, and there's a reference for that on this page. How do you want to approach your labour? Knowing that things can change and you can renegotiate. But what this does when you create a birth map or birth preferences sheet is it creates a partnership with you and your carers, and it clearly communicates who you are and what's important to you, and it tends to lead to much greater satisfaction at the end. So finding your voice in labour starts well before Labour Day, and having a partner or a birth support person who can communicate this will be gold. This really does help women get on with the job of birthing if they know that their voice is safely in the hands of someone who loves them, or at least until we learn to read each other's minds in labour. So I hope this has been really helpful, and yeah, take care and prepare well. See ya.